So that's all that happens behind the scenes here at ESPN Plus, but this is all you get to see. And we return to Joyce Field. Here on the campus of St. Bonaventure, we reach the top of the 5th inning as Faith Weber will come to the plate. Fresh off their best series of the season where they split a pair last weekend with St. Joseph's, redshirt junior outfielder Tyler Kelder has picked up right where he left off last season, smashing 5 home runs through 17 games while posting a .356 batting average. Our Louis Genovese met up with Tyler to discuss what strides he took to stay in baseball shape over the long offseason and details his goals for the remainder of the season. Hello everyone and welcome to SBU-TV Sports' special edition profile. Today I am joined by St. Bonaventure alum and ESPN senior NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski, or better known to the public as Woj. Adrian, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to speak with us today.
Well, thanks for having me, Ryan. It's great to be back on SBU-TV.
38 yards, relatively can be considered a chip shot field goal. Punch your ticket to the Super Bowl. Does he make it? I talked to Paul Allen about it. We both sat beside and watched the replay of the game. Let's find out.
Make this field goal, the answer should probably be yes.
39 yards away, and it's not good.
So I'm doing Vikings fan line in '98 that season. Man, I'm more than fell in love with that team.
This whole meme stock saga has been monumental for retail traders. The little guys were finally winning and Wall Street was losing. We may never know what Robinhood's true intentions were, but what we do know is they have a lot of work to do restoring their customers' faith in them. Since then, Robinhood has unrestricted the stock, and after falling below $40 per share just this week, on Wednesday afternoon, Reddit traders galvanized again and got it trading around $200. But on Thursday morning, the SEC restricted trading of the stock. But as of now, there's no restrictions, and as you can see, it's up 10% today. So keep an eye out next week as things could get interesting on Wall Street. Jared, back to you. 6 million votes have already been casted by young voters aged 18 to 29 by ways of early voting and absentee ballots like this one. That number is already 3 times the number of the 2016 election, and it's only expected to grow. Pula with 2 defenders puts it in goal, St. Bonaventure.
Joshua Pula is in the midst of a career season for the Bonnies, but for the junior standout, the road to triumph was not easy.
We were really close, really close. He was honestly my best friend. Ever since I kicked the ball, he's been coaching me.
Pula's father passed away in February 2021 after dealing with sickness. His impact on Josh's life still holds.
He was a guy that would light up the room when he was in there, make everyone laugh. And I think that smile I gave him when I played is something that I love to see.
Pula has scored 3 goals in the past 4 games, and each time, he's paid tribute to his best friend.
My number is 22. It's a family number as well, so it's kind of like 2 meanings in one, but I do an M like this, and it's kind of like a flip of a 22, 2 twos down, and it makes an M, and his name was Mike, so it makes sense. And it's just a tribute to him because, like I said, he was my coach for my whole life, and everything I really do is for him.
Josh's teammates supported him in any way that they could, including head coach Kwame Oduro.
We told Josh, for him to come back and play, during that time for his dad, I thought it was the bravest thing you can do.
As Josh continues playing through his grief, he knows he will never be alone on the soccer field.
Knowing he's watching every game, looking down on me, it just gives me that extra confidence boost every time I get on the field. I have to dedicate everything to him because he taught me everything I know, and I really want to tribute to him, so that celebration is going to be coming out a lot in the future. Yeah.
Reporting for SBU-TV, I'm Ryan Bowlin.
And with the left foot, got it under the left hand of Bennett Schwartz.
This is my brother Thomas Bowlin. He plays sports, has a family, and is one of 166,000 people in the U.S. affected by spina bifida. Spina bifida is a rare neural tube defect disorder, and what happens is when the baby's in the womb, the spine doesn't fully develop. From unforgettable surgeries,
I lost count after like 100, and that's when I was like 8th grade.
To life in a wheelchair, my brother says his life is tough. In fact, a minor surgery mistake keeps Thomas in a wheelchair full time. It's been like this for him since he was 12.
I was pretty mad, but I was also young, so I didn't really know what to expect. Didn't know how it was going to affect me. I went in on crutches and I left in a wheelchair. That's when it first hit me that, things might be different going forward.
Many surgeries later, another roadblock strikes. Doctors presented our parents with a final surgery option that could eliminate some of the pain caused by spina bifida. But with the relief came risk. Our mom reveals some of the fears that came with the decision process.
My first thing that came to mind was I was going to lose them.
But as Thomas tells us, the choice was obvious.
I was in just so much pain, and I found out that was one of the surgeries that could potentially cure everything. If it works, great. I get to live life, with no pain or no issues going forward. If it doesn't go well, I don't have to deal with pain anymore.
The surgery was successful and the pain was minimal going forward. Thomas ended up thriving in sports, winning the Lions Club Award, an award won by MLB Hall of Famer Paul Molitor and future Hall of Famer Joe Mauer. But the bigger picture is Thomas's improved quality of life. I asked him what message he wanted to tell everyone, and he replied without hesitation.
Literally everything that you can do as an able-bodied person, I can do the same thing. I might just do a little bit differently, or it might have to tweak some certain things, here and there, but I can do just as much as anybody else.
Reporting for SBU-TV, I'm Ryan Bowlin.
3, 2, 1, music.
There are many different aspects of a broadcast that need to come together to produce what a viewer sees on ESPN+. Here at St. Bonaventure, students are put into the roles that bring the Bonnie's athletics to the ESPN+ platform. Starting center for the Bonnie's basketball team, Oshun Oshuniyi, has the unique experience of being in front of the camera and behind it.
It gives us an inside look of what goes on, especially for me, basketball games. I don't have any idea how they film the games, how they get the replays, but being able to work behind the camera and inside the studio and in the audio room, you get to see, how everything gets run down. It's pretty interesting.
Oshuniyi and his camera work are just one piece to the puzzle in bringing the game to the viewer's screen at home. Inside the control room, you see all the other aspects of the production. Brandon Stanton headed the replay role for most of the Bonnie's ESPN+ games this season.
I have this. I got camera angles. I have a wheel here that can go back and go forward. And my job is to do the instant replays.
St. Bonaventure trusts their director, Rick Carnath, to field together students to bring these broadcasts to air. And Carnath and Bonaventure alumni are more than pleased with the work these students produce.
The alumni is really interested in what happens there at St. Bonaventure. I received notes from alumni Chris LaPlaca that the quality of our production is remarkable. It's second to none.
So that's all that happens behind the scenes here at ESPN+. But this is all you get to see. And we return to Joyce Field. Here on the campus of St. Bonaventure, we reach the top of the 5th inning as Faith Weber will come to the plate. On January 27th, the market closed like any other trading day. The stock GME was up 2,000% respectively. Retail traders were making money, and hedge funds were losing billions of dollars. That all changed on the morning of January 28th when the brokerage Robinhood restricted GME, among other stocks, and only allowed selling. Other brokerages followed suit, but Robinhood was at the face of the issue as they became the most popular trading app for new investors. GME's rise can be attributed to a Reddit forum named Wall Street Bets. People on the forum teamed up to buy GME, and as it continued to get press, more and more people joined the movement. I'm in my room where it's common for young people to do their trading. Now, the reason GameStop rose so quickly was because hedge funds were shorting the stock, meaning betting the stock would go down. So when retail traders continued to buy the stock, hedge funds also had to buy the stock for large amounts of money to cover their losses, which only made the stock go higher. The day Robinhood restricted buying the stock, retail traders immediately thought Robinhood did it to help their partners, Citadel, who also run a hedge fund.
My honest opinion, this is just my opinion based on nothing other than, this is how I feel, is that, Robinhood, had, some clients, some big dogs in there that were trapped, and they needed to get their clients out.
It affected investors new to trading. These investors aimed to join the movement and make a quick profit, but many investors took a loss.
I just watched my money just, it went quick.
Retail traders made up their mind. They believe Robinhood and hedge funds colluded. The Robinhood CEO, Vlad Tenev, is adamant that is not the case.
I want to be 100% clear this decision was not made on the direction of any market maker or other market participants.
The case is now in D.C.'s hands, being heard in front of a Congressional Financial Committee. The hearing occurred on February 18th, where Tenev and Griffin denied any collusion allegations. Reporting for SBU-TV, I'm Ryan Bowlin.
Thanks so much for joining us on this Friday morning. I'm Tommy Valentine.
And I'm Ryan Bowlin. Tommy, it's great that we can do this again here at SBU-TV, two anchors.
Finally starting to feel like things are slowly returning to normal. One thing hasn't changed, though. We have a packed show for you today, so let's get right into it.
The university strongly discourages travel for students and faculty to limit the spread on SBU's campus. Currently, 4 active COVID-19 cases on campus, 17 confirmed cases since August 1st, and 13 recovered cases. All of this according to the St. Bonaventure University tracker. Target is planning to pay out $70 million in bonuses to employees on the front lines for the holiday shopping season. 350,000 employees can expect a $200 bonus by early November. This marks the company's 4th round of pay incentives since the beginning of the pandemic. Target continues to motivate their frontline employees by permanently increasing starting wage to $15 an hour. Welcome back. This semester, St. Bonaventure University implemented hybrid learning, a combination of virtual and in-person classes. How are professors dealing with the hybrid learning? SBU-TV's Carolina Dumboxi reaches out to a psychology expert at Johns Hopkins. Kelder and the Bonnies aim to take down the top-seeded Explorers in the Atlantic 10 today at 3 o'clock. The first of 4 games on the weekend docket for St. Bonaventure. You can catch all the games on ESPN+. And last week, we brought you part 1 of the 2-part series of the unprecedented success this season of the Bonnies men's lacrosse program, beginning with the job hunt that brought head coach Randy Mearns to St. Bonaventure. Stay tuned for part 2, airing next Friday, which will cover the obstacles and the program has overcome to thrive in year 3 of the rebirth. And we'll see if the Bonnies can add another win to their season tally tomorrow when they host Siena at 1 o'clock. The 2021 draft is less than a week away, and all of Western New York is curious to see the direction the Buffalo Bills will go with the 30th overall pick. Join SBU-TV Sports as we travel down the 90 to Cleveland. We will bring you live coverage on our social platforms during the first round of the draft Thursday night, and then live from First Energy Stadium Friday morning at 10, right here on SBU-TV. And perhaps the best performance last weekend for the St. Bonaventure baseball team came in Game 1 of Saturday's doubleheader with St. Joseph's, when the Bonnies shut out the Hawks 6-0, thanks to a masterful 5-inning performance by starting pitcher Elijah Baez. Saturday's win was the first shutout St. Bonaventure has had against St. Joseph's in 5 years. So, our SBU-TV Sports trivia question for this week: who earns the win for the Bonnies in their previous shutout against St. Joseph's, and how many strikeouts did that pitcher have? In the final start of his St. Bonaventure career, senior Connor Gray tossed 7 1/3 scoreless innings while striking out 15 batters. Thad Johnson came on to close out the game, earning his 6th save of the year and securing the win for the Gray. A tricky question this week, coming in with the only correct answer. Congratulations to Vinny Leibel of Oneida, New York, a sophomore here at St. Bonaventure. And that performance from Gray secured him a program record for most strikeouts in a single season with 95. We'll see if Liam Devine can channel his inner Connor Gray when he takes the bump this afternoon against the Explorers. Well, that's all the time we have in sports this week. Back over to you, Nick and Jerry.